9:30 in the morning, July 24th. I just got dropped off by the taxi service in Donna. After spending 2.5 days in Bennington at the Hampton Inn, where I used my points, which was nice. The Hampton Inn was a great spot. Had laundry on premises, ice, which was fantastic for my knees and my hip, and a supermarket next door, and a Dollar General across the street. So I feel fairly rejuvenated, clean, you know. Pack is fully loaded up with about who knows how many days worth of food. So we're back on the trail. We got to climb about 1,400 feet immediately. And then we got Glastonbury Mountain at 10 miles later to climb. And we're going to try to looking at 14 today. So there's somebody camping on the trail. So no rain expected. There was rain the last couple days. I mean, I just got lucky again. There were some really bad thunderstorms the last 2 days, and I was fortunate not to be on the trail. I probably would have had to sheltered up somewhere anyway. So much better to do that in a hotel room than versus just being in a shelter on the trail. So we're in Vermont, as you know. Vermont's about 165 miles, I think, of which I've got most of that to do. And I texted with Pathfinder. Pathfinder is 150 miles out. So he's getting ready to enter the 100-mile wilderness. So God bless him. My thoughts are with him. And I also texted with Mango. Mango's got to go home. He's in Andover, Maine, but he's got problems with his knees. So he's going to go home and have him checked out. And I wish him the best. So here we go, folks. Back on the trail. Wish me luck. So it's July 25th, 9:30 in the morning. Finally got a stretch where I can hold the phone and poles in one hand. Left the other shelter 10 after 7, and a lot of rocks. And quite frankly, there's still a lot of mud. But getting more of a pine environment here, so the rocks are not as bad, the roots are a little less, so we're gonna go for it. Anyway, I headed up to the next shelter for water, and the highlight today is that when I used to be employed by Government Brands, another gentleman who owned another company that was bought by Government Brands, Keith, when he learned that I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, he said, hey, when you get to Vermont, let me know. I've got a house that's right off the trail. Well, in Bennington, I reached out, and as luck would have it, he and his wife are here this weekend. So I am headed to a trailhead parking lot. This will be 8 miles only today to get picked up by Keith, who has graciously offered to put a roof over my head, a shower, laundry, and some hot food. And needless to say, that's the trifecta for a thru hiker. I mean, that's just, you can't express in words just how great that feels. So I really, really appreciate that, and that's what I'll communicate to he and his wife. So yesterday we did 14. We got to the shelter and hammocked. No rain yesterday. Heat wasn't too bad. Bugs weren't too bad. A lot of climbing. There were 4 section hikers at the shelter last night. A dad and a son who are doing the long trail, which means they're going all the way up into Canada. And that will take them about another 30 to 40 days to get there. They're into day 4 now. Son's looking to go into the Army next June. So, you know, we talked about that as well. But, yeah, it's life's not bad right now. Well, no rain. The other big group that was kind of toggling along, Superman, Patches, Twix, You Girl, Daydreamer, all those, and Jiffy, they've gotten kind of separated up. But Jiffy described it best. He says it's kind of like siblings. You know, you get to a point where you just want to have some space. So, I get it. So they've kind of separated out. There's some in front, a couple in back of me. So I'm sure I'll run into them at some point going further along the trail. So that's it. You know, really good news only, no bad news. And legs and the hip are okay. I'm not going to say they're great, but they're okay. Controlling it with vitamin I, so that's the best we can hope for at this point. So that's it for right now, folks. Looking to get linked up with Keith and getting a night off the trail and clean clothes and all the rest of it. Clean clothes and all the rest of it. So take care. Have a good one. See ya. Okay, we're on the top of the fire, not on the top of the fire tower on Stratton Mountain, but pretty far off. And needless to say, unbelievable views up here. Holy cow. There's the ski slopes over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It is windy up here. It's freaking cold. So we're up here on top of Stratton Mountain. There was about 20 people when I got here. Most of them now cleared out. There's the tower. And what we got is just a convergence of the long trail, the AT, and then the day hikers up here. So it's pretty crowded. So we're getting ready to move on from here. Okay, 7:26 Sunday, 6:10. We're here at the Spruce Peak Shelter. It's an enclosed shelter, and did 15 miles today. Which, considering that I didn't start till 9:30 and I took a half-hour nap in the afternoon, that's not bad. So we got some crowd here tonight. Scoops is here with his girlfriend. And this is actually one of those shelters that it can be enclosed. It's got a door. Yep. Hey guys. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good, how are you?
Good. All right, we just reached the top of Brumley Mountain. And as you can see, Brumley Mountain also doubles as a ski resort. So, we'll figure out where the hell the AT goes from here. If we got shade, we may get lunch too. We'll see. Well, good morning. It's the 27th. It says Monday. And this video is to thank Keith and Irene LeBeau for their hospitality 2 nights ago and the following day. So to give you a bit of a background, when I was still working in Q4 of last year, Keith and I are employed by the same company. And there was a meeting in Atlanta. And Keith overheard me saying that I was looking to hike the Appalachian Trail. Well, he says, Bill, I got a house in Vermont. Man, you let me know when you get up there. Well, you know, a lot of people will say those types of things and never really mean it. Well, Keith meant it 100%. So a few days ago when I was in Bennington, I called Keith out of the blue. Said, Keith, I'm in Bennington. Boy, could you help me out? And he didn't even hesitate. So 2 days ago, he picked me up at the trailhead around 1 o'clock. He took me back to his very nice home and met his lovely wife, Irene. And they had everything that a hiker needs. I got in the shower right away, got out of the shower. Irene had fixed lunch. Keith had gone and done his due diligence by talking to Randy Sturgis about what I like to drink. Somehow Randy knew after 17 years what I like to drink. So Keith had a 6-pack of ale and a bottle of Chardonnay. So I felt it only appropriate that I have at least 1 beer out of the ale just to show my appreciation to Keith. So I had a beer and we sat out back. It was a beautiful day out back of his place, and did my laundry at the same time. Then Irene prepped dinner. We had zucchini and squash. She prepped potatoes. Keith marinated steaks, and then he cooked all of that on the grill that night. And that was a feast. Now, the Chardonnay, I stopped counting after 3 glasses, but you know, that's typical. But Keith also made a cocktail. There was French in the title there somewhere, but man, it was absolutely delicious. So afterwards, we sat again out back. The bugs were non-existent in the backyard. And then the next morning got up, and Irene made breakfast, and it was one heck of a breakfast. Irene, you got me 15 miles that day. I got to tell you, eggs, potatoes, bacon, toast, and plenty of coffee. I got 15 miles done yesterday, and it was largely due to that doggone breakfast. Keith drove me back to the trailhead yesterday, and I started humping up Stratton Mountain. So again, I cannot say enough of a thank you to Keith and Irene LeBeau. They absolutely took care of me. It may have been the best sub 24 hours I've had on the trail this entire trip, because I got all those things done, got all that food consumed. They took care of everything for me, and man, what a treat. And it does, not only physically is it a treat, but mentally, morale-wise, what a treat. So thank you so much again to you two fine folks. I hope sometime I can just show my appreciation to you more than a thank you in a video. Take care, you guys. Again, thanks a million. Take care.